Senator from Mississippi.
Mr. President, I rise to continue this debate on one of the great issues of our time, the immigration bill that is before us, and I thank the ranking member, Mr. Grassley, for allowing me to jump ahead of him in the schedule. I have a markup in the Armed Services Committee that I need to get back to, but let me say that in the next few weeks, the Senate will have an opportunity to discuss clearly and resolutely America's broken immigration system. Part of that means seeking policy solutions that will not only make our country stronger for decades to come, but make our country safer going forward. Partisan politics should not derail the pursuit of an honest and good faith approach to solving national problems, problems like our broken immigration system. Americans are right to demand better from their elected representatives, and there is merit in allowing this legislation to proceed in an open and transparent manner. In doing so, we rightfully recognize that there is widespread and bipartisan consensus for lasting immigration reform. That consensus exists in this chamber, Mr. President, and it exists across the country. For that reason, yesterday I voted in favor of cloture on this bill and in favor of the motion to proceed. So here we are about to consider, I hope, amendments that would improve the bill. We cannot ignore the reality that there are 11 million undocumented immigrants in America today. We cannot dismiss the economic implications of a failed immigration system. Disagreements are part of the legislative process, and we will have disagreements over the next several weeks on this issue. I don't expect our work on this issue to be seamless. I don't expect it to be easy, but robust debate has always been central to the Senate's function and purpose. We would do well to uphold that proud tradition now. Lasting and effective immigration reform requires a willingness to work on issues collaboratively and constructively and bipartisanly, Mr. President. An issue of this magnitude that touches on so many aspects of society and our economy cannot be done on a solely partisan basis. We must have a wide, large bipartisan majority for anything that moves out of this body and down to the House. I'm a longtime supporter of reinforcing our borders, of increasing the number of Border Patrol agents and using surveillance technology to prevent illegal immigrants from crossing into our country. I support policies that come with enforcement and accountability, where those who have broken the law face consequences for their wrongdoing. I believe that measures to strengthen employment verification are important to making sure that American jobs are held by American citizens and by those who live and work in our country legally. In my view, the immigration bill prepared by a bipartisan group of 8 and supported by the Judiciary Committee is a start, but it is lacking in many ways, and I cannot support it in its current form. More should be done to ensure, first and foremost, that our borders are secure. Without this fundamental first step, true reform remains elusive and the problem of illegal immigration will persist. As we proceed with this bill, I look forward to amendments that would implement a stronger border security strategy, interior security protections, and processes for honest employers to assess the employees' work rights. A responsible way forward must recognize past failures, and we've certainly seen that. Past failures, for example, to secure the border, unfulfilled promises for better enforcement. We need to recognize those failures of the past. A comprehensive plan must include mechanisms to track those who unlawfully overstay their visas, just as it seeks to remedy gaps in border security. Over the course of the past few weeks, Mississippians have contacted my office and spoken to me directly regarding their concerns about whether the bill will offer amnesty, whether it will offer federal benefits to illegal immigrants. Let me be clear that I will oppose legislation if it grants legal status without penalties, or if it issues welfare benefits to individuals who have broken the law to live and work in this country. These individuals should not go to the front of the line, ahead of those who have patiently waited to become Americans. We are a country of immigrants. Throughout American history, people of all nations have recognized the promise of opportunity and freedom in the United States. Legal immigration has sustained and advanced our communities in a positive way. Whether our immigration system going forward works in a way that benefits our society depends on how we act in the coming weeks. I hope we can do so thoughtfully and meaningfully as we seek solutions to a flawed system. This bill in its current form does not contain the reforms we need. Efforts to amend it should be seen as an opportunity to get a bipartisan consensus of senators to a yes vote. They shouldn't be seen as poison pills or as efforts to hurt the process. This bill serves as a vehicle for continued discussion about the future of U.S. immigration policy. We should welcome this debate, and I do welcome this debate. And we should confront the challenges of our day in a way that is deliberative and principled. Thank you, Mr. President, and I yield the floor.